Hey everyone, Eric Aben here from SlashGear.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Acer Aspire 7600U, which is a new all-in-one computer with a 27-inch touchscreen running Windows 8. And starting right off with the screen, I have to say that it looks really good. It's displaying at 1920 by 1080 resolution, which means 1080p HD. And with the Blu-ray drive you have, it makes a great screen for watching HD movies, and you also have HDMI ports on the back, so you can hook up a gaming console like an Xbox 360 or a PS3 and use this as a screen to play your console games on. It makes a pretty expensive screen for console games if you're going to use it exclusively for that, so I can't recommend it, but if you wanted to do it from time to time, it'll be a great screen to play games on. It's 10-point multi-touch touchscreen, so we can do all sorts of cool things. And of course, I think that Windows 8 is, perfect for touchscreens. I don't think it always works the best on desktops, but with this, you've got plenty of room to play around on the screen. It also comes equipped with a NVIDIA GeForce GT640M graphics card, which is surprising. For an all-in-one, we wouldn't necessarily expect it to have a solid graphics card like that, but it does. It also comes running a Intel Core i5-3210M processor clocked at 2.5 gigahertz, and that's a dual-core processor, so it's not the best. I tend to think Ultrabook when I hear Core i5, just because every Ultrabook under the sun uses a Core i5, it seems. So you got some limitations with that one. 8 gigabytes of RAM though, and this makes a pretty capable gaming machine, surprisingly. And you've got the screen to go right along with it, so you're not going to be able to get the best of the best as far as graphics settings go. You can't crank everything up to max on this, but you should still be able to get some respectable visuals when you play video games. This computer also comes packed with a keyboard that matches the aesthetic of the computer. It's a nice keyboard. There's nothing, extraordinary about it. You got chiclet style keys. It's very lightweight and it's wireless. The wireless is something I had a problem with. It wasn't a huge problem. Sometimes it wouldn't pick up the wireless signal, so I would just need to quickly adjust to make sure it was receiving what I was typing. But other than that, no major complaints with the keyboard. It looks nice. It is just a standard keyboard pretty much. And it also ships with this mouse, which again matches the look of the keyboard in the computer, and very basic. You've got 2 buttons, you've got a scroll wheel, there's nothing else really. Both powered by batteries, AAA batteries, I believe. But yeah, let's actually move these out of the way, and then let's see if I can turn this here to show you what's on the side. So here on the side, we have 2 USB 3.0 ports, a multi-card slot, headphone jacks there, and microphone jack. Not a lot going on the left side of the device, but there's plenty going on around the back. Let's get that out of there. We've got a bunch of ports that are underneath this little lip here. Starting with 2 HDMI in ports and an HDMI out port. There's SPDIF right there. Ethernet is right here, and then we've got 2 USB 2.0 ports. And then over here, 2 more USB 2.0 ports with a Bluetooth module right there. And interestingly, the power cord plugs in to the bottom of this stand here, which is a very solid stand. I've never worried about this computer falling over on me, which is good because it's an expensive computer. I spent a good few minutes when I first pulled this thing out of the box trying to find where I plugged the power into until I noticed that it's on the edge of the stand, which annoyed me at first, but I kind of like it because it keeps this area a little more clear. You're going to have cords coming out all over back here. So it's just one less cord, it stays out of the way, one less cord to get tangled in that mess that is inevitable. So hey, I'm all for that. And then very quickly on the left side, again, let's get this out of there. On the left side, we just have the Blu-ray drive and the eject button for the Blu-ray drive. There's a grill for speakers along the top. So speakers are all right. They aren't the best. They have a tendency to sound a little tinny at times. They can get really loud though. I wouldn't advise turning them up all the way, because that's when the tinniness really starts to come through. Bass doesn't seem as strong as it should, but they're decent. If you have a pair of good headphones on hand, I would recommend plugging those in and using those. But wrapping it up, it's a nice computer. You've got plenty of storage from the start. You've got a 1 terabyte hard drive, so that should keep you going for a little while at least. But it's a little on the expensive side, I feel. It's $1,900, $1,899, I believe. Which, it's got some good hardware in it, and it's got a beautiful screen, but I just feel like $1,900 is going to be too much for some people. But ultimately, that's up to you. If you think the hardware inside sounds good and you really like this screen, go for it. It's a decent computer. But yeah, be sure to check out the full review on slashgear.com, and thanks for watching, guys.